how did Kevin Durant make history despite the fact that the Brooklyn Nets lost Game 7 last night versus the Milwaukee Bucks? What are my predictions for tonight's matchup between the Atlanta Hawks and the Philadelphia 76ers in their Game 7 matchup, where the winner of that game will face against the Milwaukee Bucks? And lastly, what are my thoughts on the series between Los Angeles Clippers and the Phoenix Suns, as Game 1 is right now? I'll let you know right after this. Last night was one of the craziest Game 7s in NBA history. Here's why. Last night, Kevin Durant scored 48 points. You may be saying, 48 points? He did that in Game 5. He scored 49, in fact. But his 48 points in Game 7 was a record in NBA history, as no player has ever scored 48 points or more in a Game 7 matchup. How did Brooklyn lose this game? Well, when Milwaukee took the lead late in the fourth quarter, Brooklyn was unable to take the lead or tie the game up until Kevin Durant hit a game-tying shot, which you are seeing right now, with 1 second remaining in regulation. This ended up sending the game into overtime, where Brooklyn quickly scored a 2-point basket, and then for the next 3 minutes, there was no score. It was 111 to 109 for 3 minutes. At that point, Milwaukee was able to take the lead, and they were able to take the lead by 2 points, leaving Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets a chance to win the game with just a few seconds remaining on the clock. That being said, Kevin Durant gets the inbound, shoots a shot, and unfortunately, unlike his regulation shot, he airballed this shot, and Brooklyn ended up losing the game 115 to 111. Giannis Antetokounmpo stepped up. Drew Holiday stepped up big time in the fourth quarter, as he had more points in the fourth quarter than he did the entire rest of the game. Chris Middleton was able to knock down his shots, and that's how the Milwaukee Bucks beat the Brooklyn Nets in Game 7, as they now move on to the Eastern Conference Finals, where they will face the winner of tonight's game between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Atlanta Hawks. In this Game 7 matchup between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Atlanta Hawks, I think that Trae Young, Danilo Gallinari, and John Collins will be able to step up big time, especially since during this entire series, Ben Simmons has struggled more than he ever has before when it comes to shooting free throws, just shooting in general. Ben Simmons has been unable to provide for his team and been unable to be successful when it comes to shooting, and for that reason, I think Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks will succeed, and I think that they will win tonight's Game 7 matchup in Philadelphia, and they will move on to face the Milwaukee Bucks. I think they will do this in a tremendous effort by Trae Young and John Collins, as I think both of them score over 30 points. I think Trae Young will come close to Kevin Durant's 48-point Game 7 record, which he just set last night. I think Trae Young can do it. I think that Joel Embiid and Seth Curry will once again step up big time for the Sixers, but Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons will let this team down too much. And for that, I have the Atlanta Hawks moving on to face the Milwaukee Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals. The third and final thing that I want to talk about in this podcast is Game 1 of the Los Angeles Clippers vs. Phoenix Suns series in the Western Conference Finals. What an incredible game for Devin Booker and Paul George. Devin Booker, in his first ever triple-double, dropped 40 points, 13 rebounds, and 11 assists, while Paul George was able to put up 34 points in the loss. This game in the fourth quarter was dead even, and late in the end of the fourth quarter, Phoenix was able to pull away with the win as Devin Booker was able to hit shot after shot after shot. It basically looked like he was unstoppable out there. For the Clippers, Terrence Mann needs to shoot more. He only shot 4 shots on the night, 3 of which were three-pointers, and 3 of those three-pointers were makes. He went 100% from the three-point line, but only shooting 4 times is not enough. Considering what he did in Game 4, where he scored 39 points, Terrence Mann needs to step up in the Kawhi Leonard role and score more points. Paul George scoring 34 and Reggie Jackson scoring 21 will not get enough. Paul George played an absolutely outstanding game. Props to him. Playoff P! He's back, and he's better than ever. He's proving that he can lead this team. All he needs is some help. Marcus Morris needs to shoot better then 0 for 5 from 3 and 3 from 11 for the field. He needs to score more than 6 points. Their third leading scorer should not be DeMarcus Cousins coming off the bench. Their third leading scorer should be Reggie Jackson or Terrence Mann. That's how you're going to win these games. Paul George, what a tremendous night. 34 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists on 50% three-point shooting. That is absolutely incredible. For the Suns, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton both put up over 20 points. The Phoenix Suns had 6 players with over 10 points on the night, and that is the reason, in the end of the fourth quarter, that the Phoenix Suns were able to take the win over the Los Angeles Clippers. That being said, I want to thank each and every one of you so much for listening to this video. I didn't talk about the MLB, how Jacob deGrom is tearing up the league. Kyle Schwarber's been on a tear these last 2 games against the Mets, as he just hit his 5th home run in 2 days, which is absolutely insane. I didn't talk about, in the NFL, what is happening with Aaron Rodgers, and in the NHL, I didn't talk about how the Montreal Canadiens are shocking everyone and how the Lightning Islanders series is absolutely amazing. But if you want me to talk about any of those or anything else, please let me know down below in the comment section and let me know anything else that you would want me to talk about. If you like this video, please leave a like on this video, subscribe if you are new, and if you want, tell some friends to subscribe because soon I will be hosting a giveaway to a random subscriber, so stay tuned for that. And I thank you all so much again for listening to this video, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.